As the cold breeze creeps in and wipes away the old, we're left standing among the skeletons of what once was. Watching everything we've outgrown fall to the ground. Like the leaves, I find myself shedding an old version of who I was, the habits, the structures, even the dreams that no longer feel mine. But in that release, there's space. Space for new rhythms, new priorities, and new breaths of life to enter. Out with the sepia tones of summer and in with the warmth of stillness. Cozy days spent indoors, listening to our own thoughts, exploring our inner worlds, and quietly preparing for what's next. This season, I feel called to rebuild, to reassess, to rebrand, not just my work, but myself. Hello everyone. Well, with the changing of the season, which is finally kind of setting in here where I live, today is October 19th, and right now, finally, it does feel like autumn is actually setting in almost a month later after the autumn equinox. Wasn't it the autumn equinox? And I also feel that with the changing of the season, something within me started shifting, and it just started to feel like I was forcing myself to do things overall. Like I'm just forcing myself to fit into this body and this structure that I was just like going through with life, but it's not feeling like fulfilling at all whatsoever. And so today I thought, I feel like I need to rebuild myself. I feel like I need to rebuild my systems, my structures, everything. As a Virgo, I do crave a bit of structure and kind of like cornerstones or things that I know that are my main priorities. And so I'm just like dilly-dallying all the time and just like kind of like waiting for something to happen. And I was like, no. And this is the perfect opportunity, and I want to take you guys with me on this adventure of restructuring, rebranding myself. This is like the first time that I fully live in a place with seasons, because I've lived in Miami and I've lived in Colombia, and there's not really changing of seasons, at least not so noticeable. All my life, I just want to do things that I enjoy. Period. I just don't want to feel like work feels like work. I want to feel that I am truly enjoying every second of my life. And so right now I need to step out of it and reassess things so that they feel more joyous. And I just feel that this is the perfect season to restructure. I feel like every changing of the seasons is a good moment to rethink things and rethink our habits, and it changes also our routines and the time that we do things. Like right now the sun is setting very early, and all of these things. So I think I have to adapt both my schedule and my life around these changes of the earth. If you're feeling that your life is feeling a bit dull, that it feels a bit like you're forcing it, maybe you just have to refocus and maybe create different systems or structures around what you already do, so it can feel a bit more fun and interesting and it doesn't feel so dull and heavy. So journaling is one of those habits that I really haven't, let go of, and I think I've talked about it, of how I'm just like taking these. I added like this extra thing, which is I take these pictures with my instant camera, and I think it just gives it a bit of more fun. And I've been adding things to my journaling, which because I was quite stuck with my journaling and I wasn't journaling for a bit. So then I bought the washi tape, I bought a Lamy pen, and like these different little things that now makes journaling a bit more creative and a bit more fun. Like the picture taking is definitely a thing. I don't do journaling just for productivity's sake. I do it for my mental health. It really grounds me. I think it is one of the most grounding activities to just like, I started writing of just how I was feeling, and then I got to a conclusion, and that I need to reassess, that I need to really check what are the points in my life that are feelings dull, and how can I make them better. And then it also made me think, okay, but what are my priorities? What do I want to, make better in my life? Not for growth, for financial sake. So I do also feel that financially I would like to grow a bit more, so that I can travel more, so I can have more easy access to the things I really want to do and that fulfill me. And so now I am going to show you kind of like my system. So right now, this is my journaling or writing and reading system. It's like a little bag that I bought at a bookstore I really enjoy here. I actually bought it with Macbeth, which I want to read sometime this autumn or winter. I just feel it's very on theme. And so within this bag is where I carry my journals, which like one of the first ones, which is like, this one is the one that I carry with me the most. And this one I have like just like lists, so it's where I write like my to-do list every day. And within lists I also have my autumn reads. Then I have a part of vocabulary, which I just put like the words that I don't know a lot of words, I realized, both in English and Spanish. And so I just put like my English and Spanish words, which I should actually start color coding, and just like words that I learn when I'm reading. I normally take screenshots of it, and then I take when I have some free time, I just go on here and write some of them. And then when I'm like writing text or writing like little personal essays for myself, I like to use one of these words so I can put it into practice. Then I have kind of like my commonplace, which I got this idea from Ruby Granger of how she does her commonplace book. And in my commonplace I just have like topics. So I have here like love, and I have some phrases on love. This one is like cada hombre mata lo que ama, which is every man kills what they love. Here I have death. Here I have esotericism, so just like things regarding esotericism, and things regarding writing. I haven't done much, honestly. I need to really be more serious about it and take it more serious, but it's there. And then in the end I just have like notes. So I've taken notes like for my videos, like for brainstorming or some investigation on podcasts or articles that I'm reading. I just take notes there if this is the book that I have. But I'm gonna jump around, and actually I have this one which is just like, it's called random things, and I just write anything here. Like I went to a writing course with my friend, as I talked about, and I just did my writing here. For example, I was brainstorming ideas for videos where this video came out. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start filming it right now, because I actually really liked it, because I was feeling quite stuck, or that I was like pushing other video ideas, but they were just not flowing. And then this was flowing. I'm like, oh, I could just start filming it this very instant. And so here I just write anything, from creative text to, I wrote here like a little, like my thoughts and ideas on Rebecca, the book, and then just like some creative writing. So it's just like anything that does not fit in my other notebooks, I just write here. It's like, well, I could just grab two to write anything, ideas, whatever. And then I have my planner, and here I just have like my main focuses that I got from journaling, of like the things I really want to focus on right now, which we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, it's just like my planner. It's quite basic. It's just like, a calendar, and I just write the important things I need to do. So this is just like for organizing purposes. And then I have my journal, which is my journal is mostly just like stream of consciousness, what I've been feeling, what I've been thinking. Sorry, sometimes tarot readings. Mostly this one has been just like what I feel, what I'm thinking, and just like my own mental musings. And now I'm adding the pictures. So it has pictures and stuff like that, and just making it a bit more fun, because I felt like it was becoming a bit boring and stuck. And yeah, so it's just like my own personal journal, and that's kind of like my writing system. It's quite basic. It's it's not I don't know if it's the most cohesive, but right now this is enough for me. And then I also I normally have my Kindle here with the book I'm reading, and then I have some scissors to cut washi tape. I actually have the washi tapes back in my house because right now I'm in my aunt's place. And then I have a red pen, a regular pen, my Lamy pen, which I completely adore, and it's the one I just enjoy writing with this. It makes me slow down and really take it in. And then I have like this golden Sharpie that just looks really good. That's what I carry in this bag, and that's my system. Anyways, let's go on to creating this system and organizing my life now. So I have this thing on my Notion, which is like my 2025 goals, and I'm gonna revisit it to see, like for my third quarter of the year, which is done, and I didn't even check that. I had make weekly YouTube videos, which didn't really happen, but it's starting to happen now. So I'm gonna push that to my fourth quarter, which is the final quarter of this year. I had start writing courses or activities. Well, I did go to a writing course, so I am doing that, but maybe I need to prioritize it more. But looking back at the things, yes, that is part of the things I want to prioritize, so I do want to put it there. Read at least a book per month. I think I'm doing more than that, so yes, that is still a priority. Then I had like exercise 6 times a week. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna keep with 5 times a week. I think 6 times is an overkill, and if it's just 4, it's fine. Learn a new language. I'm just going to delete that. I don't think I'm going to be learning a new language this last quarter of the year, because like here writing my main focuses and journaling. I think the one I have first is, oh my god, the kids outside. Hello, this is David from the future, where I was editing the video, and in this last portion I was very tired and I was just rambling, so I kind of want to refilm this and get to the point. Here I have written kind of like a to-do list, which I just called the autumn rebranding, and I made a Notion kind of little to-do list with the different topics that I want to really reassess or get better at, and kind of like make those steps, or what practical steps can I do to make it better. So first, regarding relationships, I put go do a workshop or activities about hobbies or things that I enjoy at least twice a week, so that I can make new friends in the city. Second, I put write one letter once a month to friends and just meaningful people, just kind of like a letter of what I've been going through, what I'm feeling, just to express, that I care for them as well, and also to keep them updated in a more meaningful way. Then I have like the title of brand and online presence, which I put reactivate my webpage and like just update it, so that you guys can also schedule private readings with me through my webpage. To reassess my socials, because I have an Instagram but I hardly ever use it, see what I want to do with it. Make new short form content, which is like, to brainstorm ideas to make different videos, because I normally just do like a general reading. Maybe if I want to do a bit more talkative content on there about certain topics that I investigate, that'd be interesting. I used to also do like tiny vlogs, but I don't know if I want to do that, because I just want to stick to like the long form vloggy content that I do here on YouTube. I've also been thinking of doing YouTube lives. So there's like the restructuring my lives part of this whole situation, which is I want to brainstorm topics and ways to make them fun, to make my lives a little bit different. Maybe having thematic days, or days precisely where, maybe on this day there'll be kind of like a discount on love readings, or this time a discount on general readings. So like making special events. Think about my YouTube lives. I want to do YouTube lives so that I can have a different space with you guys, the ones who are precisely on my YouTube. And then I also want to update my menu design, which I actually did the day before. I made it kind of like spooky for Halloween. And regarding like my workout, or like the physical part, I already did this, which is I built a plan. I'm going to be honest, using AI. I just wanted like new different exercises to change. And then I downloaded this app called Heavy, and this app is actually quite fantastic. I mean, you can kind of like be how much reps you did. The exercises are there, and you put like how much weight you're putting, the amount of reps and stuff like that, so I can feel more accountable and I can actually see my progress, because I was just like free balling the gym. So I did that, and that is definitely working, and I'm feeling a lot more sore because now I feel like I'm being pushed stronger because I can feel accountable with like, hey, I was doing this weight and this amount of reps, I need to push more or at least get there. Then regarding my spirituality, meditate 5 minutes daily, doing some breath work. I've been doing a lot of breath work and doing like this cleansing breath exercise from a Jason Miller book. Then weekly offerings, at least once a week, go do offerings to the spirits of the mountain, the land, my ancestors. Do a weekly offering. Then I want to build a small altar, just a little something, a little place to meditate in, a little spot to do my little magic in. Then I do one magic spell per month, at least do some little magic ritual per month is very important to keep the magic flowing. Then I have refresh my protections monthly, which is, at the start of the month, which is about to start here in November. I have to place a date in my schedule to refresh my protections, to cleanse them, at least like my talismans, which I actually don't have on right now, and then recharge them. And then also try new spiritual practices. And that is kind of like more than a system here. It's kind of like a to-do list of the things I really want to focus on during autumn. And so I just made like this page, and I just have the tab always open on my Notion. I normally have Notion open so I can just like go back to it, as well as I also have like my quarter goals kind of open so I can just look at them a bit more often and remind myself of these things that feel very important right now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. It was quite sporadic and there were a lot of things that happened in between because my cousins came over, I had visitors throughout the week, so I know this video is coming out a bit late, but today, Monday, I know I will publish it. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on my next video. See you there. Bye.